Good evening, Oregon. I'm Kasha Hall here in the Oregonian newsroom. It's Friday, September 5th, and thanks for joining me for CrimeTime News. An 11-year-old boy from Beaverton was arrested this week in connection with a July fire that destroyed 5 cars at an apartment complex. The fire was started in a recycling area and then spread to a carport. The boy is also suspected of setting other fires at the complex. A man who was shot by police on Monday was carrying a black replica semi-automatic air pistol. Max Bernstein brings you the story of the 27-year-old who was accused of waving a replica gun on Interstate 84 and pointing it at a police officer. The man was shot by police and suffered a graze wound to the hip. On Tuesday, he pleaded not guilty to multiple charges. The Portland mayor has announced that he wants the Portland Police Bureau to buy new equipment and have most uniformed officers wearing a body camera in less than a year. This comes days after a federal judge restated his support for cameras following the ruling that approved the city's settlement with the U.S. Department of Justice. The agreement calls for reforms for Portland police policies, training, and oversight. A Warm Springs woman who started a wildfire in July 2013 to occupy her firefighter friends was sentenced this week to 1.5 years in prison and told to pay a $7.9 million restitution. In Clackamas County today, deputies arrested a woman who allegedly stole a 20-foot cabin cruiser from the Oregon City Marina and led deputies on a low-speed chase on the Willamette. The woman was caught by deputies after she jumped out of the boat and into the river. That's all I've got for you this week. I'll see you next week for another episode of CrimeTime News. Good night.